Hello, this is the Frugal Gamer, and this is the Green Lantern Rise of the Manhunters for the PlayStation 3 review. In brightest day, in blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power. Green Lantern's light. Green Lantern is a platform-style game. If you're familiar with games like God of War, it's much like that. Before I give my views and opinions on it, if you notice here, I'm going through. This is also a 3D game. It has credits that you can see in trailers. You can select a new game, continue missions. What I'm going to do here is I'm just going to select a mission and do a mission playthrough, some of the beginning of the first mission, to let you see what a little bit of it's like. Now this game, Rise of the Manhunters, is inspired by the feature film Green Lantern, which is using the popular hero Green Lantern, which is in this case is Hal Jordan. There's many Green Lanterns, but Hal Jordan is the one that was chosen for this, and it's really the most popular Green Lantern. He uses a power ring. It is his power set. It all comes from this power ring and his willpower. So you're going to be playing the gifted pilot Hal Jordan. He's the first human Green Lantern. He can create an arsenal of what we call light constructs from his power ring. And his goal is to help restore intergalactic order. He's like a space policeman, if you will. And all these Green Lanterns use their rings to police the universe. Each policeman, or Green Lantern, if you will, controls and monitors certain sectors. In this game, it takes place and deals with what's called the Manhunters. The Manhunters were actually before the Green Lanterns. They were created to help police the sectors, but unfortunately it didn't work out well. So now the Manhunters these androids are bent on destroying the Green Lantern Corps. And the story goes further here, as I show here at the beginning, where Hal Jordan is talking here to this gentleman, Amin Sur, which is the son of the man that died, or the alien that died, that gave Green Lantern Hal Jordan his power ring. And the story will develop from there. Now, I don't want to give away elements of the story. The story in this game is not too in-depth, to be fair, but it's decent. The cutscenes, as you see here, are pretty well done. The animations are pretty good. And see, it's got some spectacular colors. I could not present it in 3D because you wouldn't be able to see it. But mainly you are playing as Hal Jordan through a smash 'em up type of the game set with occasional flight missions. So let's take a look here, a little bit further into the game. One thing I would like to say is if I had a choice to play this game or read the Green Lantern comic books, it depends on which part of the Green Lantern comic books it was. If it was the Ron Mars section, I would skip that altogether and rather play the game. But some other comic books of Green Lantern I love because I am, as you'll all see here I mentioned, I'm a fan.
Come on, you don't let me have any fun.
No man escapes the Manhunters.
Now, if you notice, you have upgrades. You can get different types of attacks: buzzsaw, grab, slam, fast attack, strong attack, and you have guardian, warrior, stamina, that you can increase your stamina, willpower. So these things you actually buff and boost your character as you play the game, as you earn points. So here, as you see, I have 37,558. You can use these points to buy that, which gives you new ring constructs, allows you to have more energy, and things like that, which helps the game, because to be fair, the game is a bit repetitive. So when you're going through 10 levels of smash 'em up with occasional flight scenes, it can start to get boring. But this helps add a little bit to it. You can change your play styles. You see here I have L2 and R2, and you can select which constructs are going to be used with a combination of buttons. And so some of these combinations have to be used to destroy certain things, and the game will let you know that. Those are easy to get. But otherwise, you can earn these points and get these constructs, which add new ways to defeat enemies. As you'll see in this video, I use several different methods. See, if one, you have an energy shield, and that comes standard, so that's nothing spectacular or special. And you normally fight with these energy swords that he pulled out. That's the kind of thing they do in this game. You break these vials, you can get health, you gain energy. As you said, it's a little bit like God of War fight style here, but with these energy constructs. The game would get very boring, I think, without these constructs, especially able to change them out. The game does tend to get repetitive, and that's one of the negatives I have about it. It's 10 levels, and largely pretty much a lot of the same. The environments are a little bit different here and there, but ultimately it all starts looking a little bit, I've been here before, same type of mentality. So it can get a little slow. This game is not incredibly long either. If you play on the hardest level, which is a decent challenge, but nothing really terribly hard, you're probably looking at under 7 hours of gameplay. Now, does it have replayability? Well, your first time through, you might not get all enough points to unlock every construct. You'll probably be very close, though, if you don't. So you might. If you're a diehard fan, you might. Now, overall, if you look here, this is sort of PlayStation. The presentation of the game, be able to do constructs and things like that, and the menus and all that, are very interesting in the way they're laid out. I will say the game controls are easy to use. The selections of items and constructs are easy to navigate. There are noticeable loads, though, for everything in this game, for load time. The graphics, the cutscenes, I think, look good overall. But I will say they're nothing spectacular, and they can be a little bit redundant. Ryan Reynolds does sound acting in this game to add from that level of connecting the movie to it, which is sort of nice. You could tell it's pretty good. He's trying, and the game sound effects are okay. But it just could have been a little better. The whole game through, I didn't see anything really bad about this game. It just could have been better. So it was good, but it just didn't quite hit great. The whole time playing, I feel like I'm playing a little bit of a scaled down version of God of War, but with a character I love. The gameplay mainly, as I mentioned before, you are fighting, as you see here. You fly. I will be honest, it's not super exciting. They keep it interesting with the types of characters and things that you go up against, but they do tend to get redundant as well. So overall, it's not a bad game. If you see here, I'm doing different constructs and things for attacks and utilizing different sources, and it's pretty entertaining. Graphics are okay. This isn't a game I would run out to buy at a premium price. Now, granted, it wasn't released at a super high premium price in the first place, which is good because I think then you'd feel like you're wasting your money. If you had the chance, maybe if you have Netflix or whatever it is that you can rent games from, this game would probably be a good solid rent, just for a romp of fun, especially if you have two people and you want to blow through it together. As a buy, I would probably not buy it, though, unless you can get it for under $10. If you are a die-hard God of War fan, you might enjoy this, but you're going to feel like it's not up to par as high as what you expect out of God of War. So if you like those kind of games, it might be for you. It's okay. Now, if you are a die-hard Green Lantern fan, you probably want this game. For example, I'm a big Green Lantern fan, so I wanted it, but to be honest, I still waited until it was out for a while and the price point dropped significantly. I believe overall I paid $6 for it. What I did is I waited until GameStop had a buy two, get one free, and I bought 3 games, and each game I bought then was under $20, so well, it was around $6 it ended up being a game, and for that I felt like it was money well spent. One thing I do want to make sure I mention, I put at the end of all my videos, but I thought I'd make sure I make an extra point. I am not endorsed in any way by any of these game manufacturers, so these reviews are my own views. You may disagree with these, but these are my personal views on that, and I'm not impacted by any monetary ways at all. With the whole Gamergate scandal and all that, I want to make sure people know that my reviews are legit. My views, no outside influence. I have nothing to gain from it. So with that said, I hope you enjoyed. If you do enjoy these videos, please hit that like button for me. Give it an emerald smack.